Going on YouTube? Back again with another video. I haven't made a video in a really long time, so I thought, why not start uploading to the channel again? Lately I've been doing a lot of mobile gaming, so I just want to give you guys an in-depth review of this D9 Bsp wireless gaming controller. Now right off the bat, it looks like a PlayStation Portal, like a DualShock 5 or DualSense 5 here. This one is one of my old controllers. It has thick drift, unfortunately, but when we get this out the box, you guys will see that it kind of looks like this, kind of resembles this controller in a way. You can see they got the design and a lot of features from this controller here. It's the Bsp. I paid about 60 bucks on this from Amazon. I'll go ahead and drop a link in the description. As you guys can see here, it works for the Switch, PC, Android, iOS. Now all right guys, so here it is here, going ahead and opening the box here. It literally just comes with just the controller. You're able to pull the controller out here, and then you do have the manual, which is good for switching between the different modes. This does work for Android, iOS, and PC, Windows, all that stuff as well, like I said on the box there. But this manual is in Chinese, and see, you guys, your PS4 modes, your Switch modes, just your different modes. So it is pretty good to just hold on to this so you know which modes to change into. And then you also have a USB-C connector inside of there, and then this is just a little clip to put on the controller for if you have like a bigger tablet or something like that. And then here is the actual controller itself. Now looking at it, as you guys can tell, it does look and resemble, let me get here, the DualSense 5. As you guys can see, it's a really close resemblance there. The white does look a little bit more whiter, of course, on the real DualSense 5, but you guys can see where they got the design from. It's really nice. It feels like a really nice controller in the hand. It does really feel just like this, like you're using this. The triggers up here, they're the micro switch triggers. They feel kind of good. It's like every now and again you'll feel like you're not really hitting them, but you are hitting them. The buttons on the back, these are clicky as well. The D-pad, these are, I think, membrane is what they call them, but it's nice and clicky. The D-pad, the face buttons, like I said, the analog stick feels like maybe PS4 analog sticks. It doesn't feel like the higher quality of this. Yeah, this one does feel just a little bit better in the hand. It feels a lot heavier. This one, the plastic on it, it's not really cheap material, but you can tell that it's kind of cheap. But here it is on the back here. And then this can stretch up to, I think, fit tablets up to like 11 inches. So yeah, as you guys can see, it's really responsive. Even over Bluetooth, there's no latency or anything like that. I was able to get through the level really good, really nice. Let's go ahead and try using the D-pad, trying to get some of those quarter circles off. So let's just go ahead and do it here. As you guys can see here. Now, like I said, I'm using the Redream emulator, running on just regular settings here, and as you guys can see here, doing the uppercuts, doing the shoryukens, doing the hadoukens, doing the quarter circle back with the circle. It does feel really good in the hand. I mean, it is a really good D-pad, as you guys can see there. The only thing that doesn't feel too good after a while is the creases in here. So if you're doing these motions for extended periods of time, it may start to hurt your thumb just a little bit. But for the most part, if you just want to pick this up and go, it's pretty good to go. As you guys can see here, I'm able to land that combo pretty good. And then when it comes to trying to get that off as well, you can do that as well. So it's a pretty good controller when it comes to fighting games. Let's go ahead and switch over to emulator running GTA Vice City Stories. I did want to go ahead and show you guys how the analog stick is, and as far as the face buttons as well. As you guys can see here, it's really responsive. Even over Bluetooth, there's no lag, there's no input delay. You can use these face buttons pretty good. As you guys can see here, I'm able to fire through all these, change, and then you can map the buttons. So I have them set up so where I can just switch back and forth, and that'll reload it. You know, get into a fight with all of them. Pretty good. It feels better in my opinion than playing it on an actual PSP, because compared to nowadays, that's a really small handheld, especially for me because I have really big hands. And it's not even an analog stick, it's like a nub. But you could probably map this for the second analog stick to, you know, change the camera rotation around instead of you having to hold this and do it. But it's pretty much really good. It's like you're almost playing it on a console at this point. Let's go ahead and switch in to close out this video. Let's go ahead and play some PUBG. All right, guys, so go ahead and jumping right into some PUBG Mobile here. As you guys can see, I did go ahead and map all the controllers out. I'm not going to go over that in this video. I just want to show some gameplay of it so you guys can see how everything works here. But I do have the graphics turned down to smooth, so I have a really high frame rate. But as you guys can see here, everything is really nice, really responsive. It does feel like I'm playing on a regular controller. Now, I do have the sensitivity set a little bit low, and it does look a little bit stuttery. This is the smoothest that I could get it. I mean, as far as it goes, you're playing PUBG on a controller with people that, you know, are literally using just a touchscreen. So you kind of get what you get in this sense. There's really nothing smoother that I've been able to find. All other sensitivities are way too high. Yeah, this guy's already shooting at me. And these are real people I'll be going against too. Like, these are not bots, as you guys can probably tell. Like, I've been playing it long enough to where if I can just jump out of this window and try to help my teammates here. I'm gonna go ahead and loot this. Loot all this stuff up real quick. And then I have all my buttons mapped to the way that I want to have them mapped.